hello, hello, welcome to Virginia, bitch. Hello, hello, welcome to Virginia, bitch.
Guess who's Bizak? You can still smell the snacks in my clothes. Oh, what in the hell? Where the fuck you come from? For this and old Todd.
Behind puddles.
Y'all thought we was gone, didn't y'all? Y'all thought it was over.
No.
Y'all was sitting back laughing and giggling, thinking there was no more Virginia podcast. Well, we're here, goddammit. You know what I'm saying?
We are back.
This is Welcome to Virginia
Yes,
Revisited 2.0 Reimagined.
I'm still waking up, so you gotta excuse me.
You better wake up, goddammit. We got work to do. We got a lot to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying? How's things been going?
Well, I have so I moved away for a little bit. Took a job as a store manager in a little town called Martinsville, Virginia. And you know, one of the biggest things I love about Virginia, it don't matter where you go, you know, in the state, is that kind of just chill little culture everywhere.
Yeah.
And, you know, I love my state, and I love Virginia. And the people of Martinsville, they were great. You know, they showed respect, and everybody was very helpful, and I kind of miss it, honestly. But, you know, it's a nice little town if you ever get a chance to go down there. One of the oldest NASCAR tracks in the country, so that's kind of cool.
But then
much culture.
But then you realize that the Welcome to Virginia podcast was the greatest thing that ever happened.
Yes.
And you had to get back here to be a part of something monumental.
I did, yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we're back. I've been trying to hold it down, doing my shorts and little small videos here and there. You know what I'm saying? I done got it. Man, I had like, 20-something thousand views last month.
Damn,
I'm at like 12,000 this month.
I checked the I checked our views. We were up to like we were over 250,000.
Yeah, like 260 something now.
Yeah,
So we're gonna keep on climbing and do what we gotta do. Cause we're gonna incorporate some skits and things of that nature,
Yes, sir.
and get back on this consistency program.
Consistency,
You know what I'm
yes.
saying? We not gonna waste no time today. We gotta get right into it.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
boy, who you used to party with on the regular, nobody knows.
Oh, I did.
But Todd used to do a lot of work for P. Diddy out in California. What do you think about your boy being in a jail cell right now?
And during the 2011 freakout section,
What do you think he's feeling right now?
and no bond too.
Think about this.
No bond. That's
You
crazy.
are a billionaire, right? For the last 30 years, you've been living the highest level of luxury
doing anything you want.
with anybody you want. However, well, you can just decide you want to go buy a small city if you wanted to and
Yeah.
go make it happen. And now you're sitting in a cell with a toilet. And a little
Just a toilet.
and a little slab of brick, just like everybody else. You know better than anybody else.
I wonder if they got him in solitary.
Yeah, they got him. He's in protective custody.
Yeah.
He's on suicide watch. Not because he's thinking about committing suicide, but just because of who he is and the circumstances. Like, they got to be, you know what I'm saying, very, very careful with how they handle him because they don't want that another, was it Epstein who killed himself?
Yeah, who killed
So
himself.
they can't have another instance like that. So incident like that.
Well, I don't know. Like, it blows my mind because, you know, he's portrayed himself as this music mogul, billionaire, sort of, I don't know, playboy type, almost not really gangster, but
Oh yeah, he's running like a mob boss.
yeah.
I never liked Diddy. Let me put that out there first and foremost. Let me
Yeah.
say this. I always thought, and I'm probably wrong when I say this because I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I always looked at him like somebody who, because there's certain type of producers. There's producers who make the beats, who are able to structure the music, make sure the right sounds and everything's placed right, then bring in the right people to be on the music and direct the songs, how it should go and things of that nature. I look at Diddy and all I see is a guy who says, get him, get her, call me when the song's done, and he slaps his name on it.
Yeah.
He don't make no music. He don't make anything, but they label him like he's one of the greatest producers of all time.
And, you know, he discovered Biggie, and what was he doing before that?
He was working for Andre Harrell up at Uptown Records.
Okay, all right.
Because he got fired from him when he was a kid because he was telling them there could only be one king of the jungle. He was already running around like he was Puff Daddy at that time.
And real quick little history lesson. I read a book a few months back. What was it, Original Gangster or something by Frank Lucas?
Yeah.
Because I was just curious about him. and I never knew it, but apparently Melvin Combs,
His father.
used to kind of be involved in that life.
Yeah, he was a
crazy.
street guy. Got killed in Harlem.
I think he was like 33, something like that.
Yep.
Young guy too.
So yeah, like I feel like, and I said this months ago. I don't know if we were podding in, but I said this months ago. I said that when he started giving back the masters to his artists, but not just giving them back, they were with strict stipulations that you couldn't speak about his name. You couldn't say anything about him to the public or in interviews or anything like that. I said something is up because it doesn't make any sense for him to be doing that. And those allegations started coming out back to back right after that.
Kind of. I wonder how he knew though that shit was all going to come out.
I feel like there was a lot of whispers in the air. I feel like when you're at that level of where he's at, you know when something's coming down.
Oh yeah,
because you got people everywhere.
You could feel it in the air.
Yeah, you got people everywhere. So somebody probably was saying, "Yo, they watching you, so you better get your ducks in a row to make sure you straight in case A, B, and C happens." Which I think what hurt him the most is the Cassie video. You see that?
Do I want to see it?
Come on, Todd. Where the hell have you been at? We gotta get you back on Earth, buddy. The Cassie video.
I was in another universe.
So P. Diddy says, no, Cassie comes out with a $30 million lawsuit, right? Okay, saying that he beat her and all of these things. He gets on there acting like first he sent out a message saying, we're gonna fight this. You're trying to assassinate my character. I've never done anything like this. It's completely false.
Okay.
Then following that, the video drops. Him chasing her down the hallway.
Right, yeah, with the towel on.
Yeah, punching her, kicking her. He stomped her out, tried to drag her and some more shit.
He had a little white hotel towel on.
Yeah. She's trying to escape a freak off at that very moment. He tried to drag her back to the freak off.
Jesus.
Because apparently he liked to stand in the corner and yank his meat to her sleeping with strangers.
10,000 bottles of baby oil on the wall.
I mean, hey,
bottles of baby oil.
I don't care what's going on. We don't really need to have a room dedicated to baby oil. Like we just don't really need that.
What room is this, Diddy? That's the baby oil.
Yeah, that's the freak off room. Freak off supply.
Oh, that's what you were talking about earlier when you said you go sliding down the hall with your socks off.
Yeah, the freak off. No. He had a freak off supply room. Now you know you getting too much money anytime you got a freak off supply room.
Why baby oil? I mean, I said this the other day. I was like, if P. Diddy was a superhero, his superhero name would be Astroglide.
Apparently he's old school because I don't know why he chose baby oil. I don't know what that's good for. I guess the way he likes it. I guess he likes the way it looks on a men's shiny ass. Because he likes boys too.
Yeah. Justin Bieber one of his little didn't he groom him?
They're saying he did it. Saying he groomed him. They're saying he groomed Usher. This is all allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But they're also looking at the fact that a crap load of CEOs stepped down from their positions following this incident. Damn. Because they're preparing for the work, and a whole lot of celebrities are lawyering up right now. They're getting lawyers in place.
I know. I've seen a big list of people that some kind of indictment or some shit that they're trying to name. And
yes, I mean this is the beginning. I don't know how real that list is because you go on Facebook and they'll just start putting out a bunch of conspiracy theories.
This is the internet. This is very true.
Yeah. I get my information from DJ Academics because he gets them fresh from the lawyer's office. You know what I'm saying? So I know when he gets online and speaks about it, it's legitimate.
Yeah.
But that it's a sad, sick situation. Like I don't understand. I mean, you gotta be a sicko to be that rich, that blessed in life, and be willing to risk your whole future freedom just to be doing stuff like that. Yeah. Because you can obviously be with any woman you right or man you want to as well.
Yeah.
Why would you need to do it in this fashion?
So I've seen something about comparing him and the R. Kelly trial, but there is this. I don't want to go into all that underage shit because it just disgusts me.
Yeah. Apparently what he's doing is, I don't even want to say one is worse than the other because for one we don't even really know yet, I mean one is just as bad and another I think he just took it to another level and was able to do it even worse it's just crazy. And the fact that they got video as well makes it worse because the fact of the matter is that's just one little video that they got from a hotel. according to the documents, they have a slew of videos of these freak offs and stuff like that.
Now, while a man at that level, you know, knowing anybody would love to come along and sue his ass, take him down, why would you let people go around taking videos?
People sue you every day for no reason, just making up stuff. It just comes with the territory when you're that rich and famous. So why would you be creating lawsuits for yourself?
Exactly.
And like I said, I mean, all those people at that level, they just hire professionals to come through. They pay them and make them sign NDAs. No harm, no foul. He has some kind of sickness to where when you come see him, he needs you to drug you, beat you up, make you stay there for days at a time. Like you can't leave.
And that's kind of one thing that bothers me. Not standing up for the man, but you know, you got these rich black celebrities like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, P. Diddy, and you know, I mean, no one's guilty until it's, you know, proven innocent. I don't know whatever the fuck I'm trying to say, but it's funny how they attack all these men with the same type of allegations. And it's very sad to me.
Well, also, did you realize that he was doing this thing with the liquor and all that stuff, right? And I thought this too, like, because he did an interview where he spoke about the fact that he was going to be parting ways with the company that he was working with, because they didn't want to let him wouldn't give him the funding for his own thing. They wanted to keep him at a certain level and didn't want him to branch off and do his own thing.
Yeah.
And so once he started beefing with them and had a lawsuit against them, I guess he was trying to sue them. That's when all this stuff happened.
Yeah.
Because if he's a billionaire and he just got there, these people been billionaires.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Since before they were even born. You know what I'm saying? Inherited money.
They got money goes back hundreds of years.
Yeah. So him doing that is probably messing up the money, and he's like, they probably like, man.
I mean, I don't think, in my opinion, you know, I think the man does have a whole lot of issues. I don't think he is guilty.
But I feel like.
But
like a whole lot of people knew about this for years.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was going to be swept under the rug. And people just said, you know what? Since you want to do this, since you want to do that, nah.
Yeah.
We just gonna get rid of you all together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's exactly what happened.
Well, they might have set him up like that. They might have made him feel like, oh, you're safe, you're protected. You know, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. And all the while, it was like, you know, you go ahead and, you know, give him a little bit more rope, you know, a little bit more freedom. And
it's crazy. I still don't see, like, they say that he was just setting up all of these politicians and celebrities and things like that so he could have leverage over them for whatever reason. I don't know. I have no idea what any of this is good for.
All part of the game.
And man, all these celebrities talk about the game. They talk about they didn't have the career that they wanted because they didn't want to play the game. And
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's obviously a game to be played.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't want to play
the more you risk, the more you gamble around with.
So just know, Todd, when we get to that level and it's time to play the game, I'm not going to look at you in no kind of way when you play the game for the further advancement of the Welcome to Virginia podcast.
All right. Well, it ain't gonna be with baby oil.
If anything, I'm gonna hold you at an even higher level. I'm gonna that's my boy Todd. Don't you worry about his baby oil ass. But in other news, we're gonna slide off. Man, I was about to say we're gonna slide off of Diddy, but then I don't use the pause word, so no Diddy.
Before we do that, what do you think is gonna happen to him? Like jail time?
Yes, definitely.
How much?
Because see, he tried to put up his house and turn in all of his children's passports and all that. $50 million he tried to put up to get out on bond. First bond denied, second bond denied. They're keeping him because they don't want him out of jail.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's already tampered with witnesses, so they're not going to let him out. And he's definitely not getting out. We know he's not getting out to his trial.
Yeah.
He's facing life in prison.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to get, if not life, he's going to get enough time to where it really doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, I hope and pray that the witnesses that they have are, you know, being honest and telling their side of the story. and they're protected and all that. Ain't nobody trying to hurt them. Because, you know, and I do believe in justice.
I think at the end of the day, the videos are what's going to hurt him the most.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, there's documented proof from these, a lot of these witnesses. And then a lot of them are going to flip. You already know that. A lot of them are going to flip on him to save their own behinds because they're on those tapes as well. So a lot of the people who have worked with Diddy are going to flip.
Oh, definitely.
So, because nobody cares about money when it comes to going to jail.
Oh,
you ain't gonna be able to give somebody some money to go sit in a jail cell for 10, 15 years. They'd rather be broke and free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what's good in other news?
And other news is not so good, but we have to speak on it. Rich homie Quan, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Man, they said that his girlfriend first his brother found him on the floor in the kitchen. Said he was passed out with food in his mouth.
How old was he?
26 or 29. I think he was in his 20s. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But apparently, he must do stuff like this all the time. Because if somebody found me passed out on my floor, they wouldn't just pick me up and take me to the couch. They would think something's wrong and call the ambulance.
Yeah, exactly.
So when they found him, they must have been like, oh, shit, this done passed out again. Let me go take him to the couch. And his girlfriend said that when she came out to take her son to school, he was still laying on the couch. She came back, he was still laying on the couch. Then it was like, okay, what's going on with this dude?
Yeah.
And then when she went to go check, he wasn't breathing. So
Do they like?
overdose.
I ain't trying to spec. Was it like is that?
Overdose. He was a drug addict. Yeah, it was a known thing that he was a drug addict. And in today's world, you cannot be a drug addict and buy your drugs off the street because eventually you're gonna die.
Yeah.
It's Russian roulette, man.
Oh, yeah.
That fentanyl is killing everybody, taking all of our great people. You know, young and old, man.
Beautifully talented people out here, and they I don't know if they feel like they gotta maintain some type of character or persona, or they gotta stay high just to be able to keep doing what they're doing. But it's
The
depressing.
Drug culture is more prevalent than it's ever been. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't. Because obviously nobody's been educated beforehand. It's like they're seeing these drugs and alcohol use and then looking at it as it's something cool. You know what I'm saying? So they're not even thinking about long-term effects, being addicted and all this other stuff.
How it hurts other people.
They just doing it because it feels good and they partying. And a lot of these young artists think that it's just a part of the hip-hop culture. It was never a part of the hip-hop culture. You know, so let's get that clear first and foremost.
Well, I forgot what song it was, but Dr. Dre back in the day, I don't smoke weed or express yourself.
Yeah. He ain't even smoke weed. I don't know if he smokes it now, but who's to say? But man, rest in peace to Rich homie Quan, man. Like, that's a terrible thing. Also, something that I wanted to touch on today is all you haters out there. I have to give this PSA every once in a while. You know?
Yeah.
Remember when we first started the podcast and all the artists I brung on? I was telling them, and me and you talked about, we want to get everybody together at some point and have like a cookout and do and have a cypher where everybody rap and everybody just mingling and just get together and politic with each other.
Yeah.
Just so everybody could be on one accord, and if they wanted to rock with each other afterwards, just form a bond with the other artists in the area.
And then we went and we did the damn thing.
Yeah, then we went and we did the damn thing. Lo and behold, a year later, somebody that I included in the process of doing so went, picked him up, brought him to the cookout.
Yeah.
I bought all the food and everything for the thing. Todd filmed everything that you see on the video was filmed and edited by Todd.
And it took weeks to put all that together too.
This young man has the nerve to say, because he tried to throw a cipher a few weeks ago, nobody responded, nobody cared. He tried to go and say, oh yeah, I do a cipher before and people I was with stole my idea and used my equipment. And I cooked all the food. And you should have cooked all the food. Your family ate it all. I mean, what do you want? Shit, and I didn't get any credit for it. Well, thank you for flipping the hot dogs, buddy. We really appreciate it. And shout out to your mom and everybody else for coming to the cookout. I'm not gonna disrespect anybody in that, and as far as that goes. But I just had to touch on that because you don't. If you have a grievance with somebody, you don't talk to them and you slide in their inbox and talk to them every so often and get advice from them, and you don't do business with them. Like, I'm buying beats from you and all this stuff, and then one day you get mad because you try something that I did successfully and it don't work for you. Yeah. So then you block me and start talking greasy.
That's when you say, hey, maybe can I ask you for some advice, or can you suggest something to help me out?
Oh man, I know I'm lit. Just say, Jim, I want to throw a cipher. Can I attach your name to it so people will come? Okay, buddy, let's get it popping. You know what I'm saying? But we not gonna speak about that anymore. I just had to say that because it's ridiculous that somebody would even say something like that.
So that's the small town. People get a little too comfortable, get a little too familiar with other people, and they feel like they can act or speak on anybody any kind of way, and it's.
You can't be somebody with a business and has somebody over here across the street with the same business. Yeah. And you see everybody going to his business, coming out satisfied, and then you talk crap on the customer saying, "Oh, I don't care nothing about them. They whack anybody. Wait, going over there, they ain't crap anyway." Blah 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 blah. And then expect them to want to come shop with you like it ain't gonna work.
That should make you want to step your game up even more.
Yeah, because obviously his product is better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If the product is good, they gonna buy it. If ain't nobody buying your product, it must suck.
Exactly.
And that's just reality. Yep. So, with that being said, man, I wish you all wish you the best. Just keep my name out your mouth because, I'm doing me. I was playing Monopoly while you was talking about me. So that should tell you how much I give a damn about that. You know what I'm saying? So,
hell yeah.
Anything else you want to touch on before we take flight?
I don't know. I've been gone from this area for about 6 months. I'm a little trying to reacclimate. Thank you. Myself back to the inner workings of Augusta County. So it's I want to thank everybody so much for supporting this podcast still. We got 250,000 views now. That's wild to me. Just So huge shout out, like, subscribe, comment on our stuff. Outside the country, comment on our stuff.
Shout out to my homie Anthony the Patriot, aka Big Friday. We're gonna have you on this pod soon too. I didn't even tell you, I was talking to him a couple of weeks ago. I wanted him to start coming on because he has a vast array of knowledge about hip hop. So I think it'd be dope for him to come on and chop it up with us. So he's trying to work that out too. Want to get him involved. And shout out to everybody in the area doing that thing.
Oh yeah, and all across Virginia. Shout out Martinsville, that whole that little town down there. Everybody showed me love down there, so I appreciate that a lot.
And I got a big announcement. I ain't gonna make it yet. I'm gonna wait till I actually start doing what I'm doing before I even speak on it. But it is what it is. The Welcome to Virginia podcast. It's been another one. Peace.
Oh, damn, I forgot he'd record.
Yo, I'm go off. I'll break this whole table. We back, motherfuckers.